Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. It's a girl, Star Flames, and we're back with another video. I hope you guys are having an amazing day. Now, in this video, we're going to talk about Ye, because what I'm learning, or rather what is being alleged, is that Ye was strongly advised to leave town after he said what he said about Jay-Z and Beyonce's kids. In case you guys have missed it, Ye basically tweeted on Twitter saying that Jay-Z and Beyonce's kids were retards as a result of artificial insemination. These were not his exact words. I'm just paraphrasing, okay? But I'll put his exact words on the screen. Now, it is said that he was strongly advised to leave town because he knows that Jay-Z doesn't play when it comes to his kids, and already he is offended the Jewish community, and there were members of that community who were out to get him. So as such, it is said that that's the reason why he fled LA for Tokyo, Japan. Now, here's what I'm going to say. I don't think that if someone means to get you, there's any refuge, especially an individual like a Jay-Z. I think that it's so easy to find Ye wherever he is. And as such, while Jay-Z might be upset and angry, I also believe that no one wants to get Ye for what he said. As repulsive as it is, I don't think that anyone wants to delete him or anything like that, because I think it is so black and white that Ye has a mental issue going on. No, I'm not trained in the field of mental health, but you don't have to be trained with mental health, because once you experience people, once you know someone that struggles with similar challenges, or if you know a handful of people that struggles with similar challenges, then you'll see similarities, right? But what I must say is that I find what is going on with you to be somewhat different. So that's why I say oftentimes I really don't know what is going on with him. But I do believe it's something that has to do with mental health, right? And remember that as it relates to mental health, we're also talking about depression, and there are different stages of depression. Now, I really don't know what's going on with this guy, but the things that Ye has been saying on social media, it is extremely repulsive. And you guys know that I've always supported Ye. I can see through a lot of things that he has said. I can understand a lot of things that he has said. Even when a lot of people were offended about that copyright, I definitely understand that, because if you have done a little bit of history, a little bit of religion, then you would understand. And also too, when it comes to art, the world sees things differently, and each beliefs are based on your geographical location, so it's just that we see things differently. Like, for example, in the Christian religion, in my region, Christian religion, you can't pierce your nose. Even if the church allows you to pierce your ears, you can't pierce your nose. But if you look like places like India, you'll see Christians with their nose pierced. So I'm just saying that sometimes, I don't think a symbol can mean one specific thing. It also, it depends on your region. So with Ye and the copyright and all of that, I can understand. And I also respect that people are repulsed by those things. But the thing is that what Ye has been doing, it's not good, because he has been dragging women. And, when he drags women like that, people are going to wonder, like, what's his problem with women? Because you have been asking different women about their boyfriend penis size, and then you're dragging women. Is it that you hate women so much, and then you're using women to cover up, but you're truly into men? Because that is what many people are saying, because they're saying that they've heard this story so often. And, only a handful of people will take the patience and time to sift through all of the nonsense and say, you know what, something is going on there, because these things are not normal behavior. But I do hope that you get some help, because, for the people who are supporting such behavior, please stop supporting it. It's not a good look. And we should not be giving the, and I've said this so many times, we should not be given the excuse of hurt people, because how often are you going to hurt people? Like, when does the hurt end? Stop hurting people. You're hurt. Get some help. As 50 Cent would say, smile, heal. And he does have the opportunity and the resource to do that. Ye has been given a blessing like none other. Like, personally, you guys know that oftentimes we talk about it and we say, Ye needs to write a book, because every time he falls, he gets back up and he's better than ever before. So it's not as though, he's getting hurt, but he doesn't have any wins. Ye has tremendous wins, like back-to-back wins, like none other. So, I mean, while there are bad things, because we're going to experience weather, it's natural. It's a part of life. Everyone goes through something. We all get backstabbed. We all get betrayed at some point in time. We help people who just wanted to use us, but can you stay like in that position? No, because you're going to stay stuck. Staying stuck is not going to help you. He has so much to his advantage more than what he has to his disadvantage. And as such, I just think that I really do hope that like he gets a circle, because I also believe that that is one of his problems. Not having that true family bond, that family connection. I think that Ye needs to surround himself with his family more. Let your family use you instead of these friends, because at least I could see where the family was fighting to help him. Associate yourself with your family. Surround yourself with family. Family are dysfunctional. We have different personalities. Even though we may share the same DNA to some extent, we were all cultured differently. So I think that Ye needs to rally more around his family. Ye needs to develop a structure with his kids, because this pointing fingers at Kim, like, people are not buying it. Only those who are not paying attention, are really buying it. I cannot hate Kim Kardashian to the point where, I can't speak the truth. I don't hate her. I don't like some of the things that she does, but I'm not going to, have this strong hatred for this woman, because oftentimes people keep saying it's Kim's fault, it's Kim's fault, it's Kim's fault. Okay, it's Kim's fault, but it can't be Kim's fault every day, every year, every 2.5 years when he has this mental breakdown. You have to realize that there's a pattern going on with this man, and it cannot be Kim every single 2.5 years, because you know what? Kim is not God. Kim is not God. And I think that people give that woman more power than, she deserves. She doesn't deserve those accolades. She's not God. She doesn't have the control to do that, right? You can say that she's highly manipulative. You can say that Kim used him to some extent, but let's keep it real. Judging from what we're seeing on the outside, no. Can you guys even begin to imagine what that woman was dealing with behind closed doors? Come on. Yes, they left him in a sunken place, and that is not something that I agree with, because they have the family unit, they have the connection. They shouldn't have left him in a sunken place, but he has to heal and he has to move on. You cannot stay in that swamp forever, because it's not going to be beneficial to anyone. And when we make those excuses, it's not helping him. It's only hurting him, and it's only validating the wrongs that he's doing, and those wrongs doesn't need any validation, because they're like negative energy. You're pushing his way. You're encouraging him to be stuck. You're encouraging him to stay in that trap, repeated stagnation cycle. Look at it. Be honest. It's not helping. It's hurting. I have no problem with Bianca walking around naked. I have no problem with what Bianca wants to wear. I have no problem with Ye having orgies, sex parties, once all parties involved are consenting adults, and once there's no minor involved, and once everyone is happy and on board, and knows what is up and agrees with what is up, I have no problem with people and their private life in that sense, right? So I don't care about what he wants to create, his symbols, his icons, or anything like that, because as I've always said, it is not the symbols or the fabrics or the garments that he wears, because when you look at the copy road, it's just like a knife. I can use a knife to do something good. I can use a knife to make my life better. But there's someone out there who can also use a knife to cause chaos. So we have to be smart, and we have to be really, really logical. And if we're just bothered and repulsed by everything, I think that's where the breakdown in society and communication comes in. But I'm just saying, Ye has fled town. He's scared. But for how long? Ye needs to focus on his kids. I think that, those behaviors are selfish, and coming out and telling lie on Kim to support your narcissistic ways, it's not cool because he does have joint custody. So we need to stop supporting those behaviors and stop saying that it is okay for him to behave this way, because it's not okay. It's not okay. And you can't just validate hurt people. So you're encouraging him to stay hurt forever. I mean, come on. People offend people every single day. Not saying it's okay. I'm just saying that we need to encourage good habits. We need to encourage healthy practices. And as such, that's the only way we're going to have a better world. But I guess, as I've always said, everyone wants peace, but not everyone is willing to partake in initiating peace. But that's all I have to share in this video with you guys. Let me know what's your take. Thumbs up, share, and I'll talk some more with you guys below. Peace.